Hey, good morning, it's Riley. Okay, there's a pretty good chance you're watching this from your house. Get it, totally get it. That's kind of where we're all at this point. So, a lot of people, maybe possibly you're thinking that this year you're going to go ahead, you're going to put your house on the market for whatever reason, because you wanted to move up, you wanted to downsize, and some of these plans you can put on hold, but not always. Yes, there's a coronavirus and it's big and it's scary, and we have to take a bunch of precautions to make sure that we keep our family safe, ourselves safe. That doesn't mean that the rest of life stops. So in the middle of all of this, you might find that you need to sell your house because of, crazily enough, a job transfer. Maybe there are other factors that are going on in the middle, and it'd be great if you could wait a little bit to sell your house. But if you can't, what are you going to do to make sure that you get it sold? You get it sold as quickly as possible, but you also are able to take care of yourself and your family and protect their health. Well, here you go. The first thing you want to do, regardless of the situation, whatever state, local officials are telling you, federal officials are telling all of us, we need to go ahead and follow those. Yeah, they're restrictive, and it sort of puts a damper on things, but we need to do that to make sure that we make it through the situation and out the other side as quickly as possible. Once people are able to start looking at stuff again, doesn't mean that the coronavirus has totally gone away. There are some things that you can do to make sure that you're safe and your family's healthy. So, for example, we're doing video walkthroughs for listings. Pictures are fantastic. You go online, you look at a bunch of pictures, and that's all well and good, and you can see what individual rooms look like, and you can see what parts of a home look like. What most buyers really want to know when they go look at a house is how those rooms, how all those pictures fit together. It's great, you can look at it online, you see the pictures, yeah, it's beautiful, but man, how does it go together? And that's sort of a big deal. Bedrooms, this is a great example. So you have a home with 3 or 4 bedrooms. You know that, but how are the bedrooms grouped together? That's a big deal, especially if you're a family. If you're a family with really young children, you probably want all of the bedrooms together. You want to make sure that if your 2-year-old wakes up in the middle of the night, you want them to be able to get to your bedroom as quick as possible if there's a problem, and if something's going on, you want to be able to hear that. If, on the other hand, you have teenagers, like a couple of teenage boys, maybe you want the master bedroom at the other end of the house, so you can't hear any of that nonsense that's going on down there. That's the kind of stuff that you can see with a video walkthrough tour. So go ahead and get a video of the place. We're absolutely doing that for people that list with us. The other thing is get your home inspected in advance. Inspections, man, inspections can go on for a while, a couple hours, and a lot of times people will use that as an opportunity for other family members, friends to come by and really quickly see the house because they're going to be there for a couple hours in the morning or in an afternoon. That's just a lot more people going through your home. Get it inspected early, take a look at the problems that the inspector comes back with, address those, and then as a buyer comes in, when they're serious, provide them with a copy of the inspection report and let them know that it's okay to contact the inspector with additional questions. Most buyers are going to be good with that, especially now, because that kind of stuff has happened a lot in a really steep seller's market. That's happened simply because people don't want the hassle of having an inspector in their home. Now, this is maybe more of a health situation and a safety situation for yourself and your family. Absolutely legitimate, so get an inspector. The other thing that we're doing is, well, 2 things really. The first is you really do need to be absolutely qualified financially to see this house. So if a buyer comes in and says they want to take a look at it, that's fantastic. We're going to need to talk to your lender and make sure that you really have applied, you really are qualified for this particular home at whatever price it is. We don't want people just cycling through looking randomly. And it's not the time to be looking at homes randomly. It's time to be looking at homes seriously. Are you really serious about this? Can you pull it off? Yes, fantastic. And then really the final thing is, if an agent is going to bring buyers in to take a look, we're going to be there too. We're going to show up before they are. We're going to open everything up. We're going to be there while they're in, looking at everything. And once they leave, we're going to go around and we're going to disinfect anything that anyone came into contact with. So door handles, light switches, countertops, all that kind of stuff. So that when you come back to your home, you don't have to worry about somebody bringing in something and, you know, having a surface that's potentially contaminated where you're going to come in contact with it or your family's going to come in contact with it. So yeah, really, there you go. Let's hit the highlights again. Whatever the state, local, federal officials are saying, we're going to go ahead and follow that as strictly as we can. When it's time to hit the go button, we're going to do a video walkthrough tour. So people have the opportunity to really look at how the home is put together before they make the decision to go see it or not. We're going to have it inspected. This is just going to reduce the amount of total traffic in the house. It also gives buyers an opportunity to look at an inspection report potentially, and if there's something they really don't like, they didn't look at it, and you don't have unnecessary traffic coming through. Let's make sure that the people that are looking at the home are actually qualified to buy the home. Talk to the lenders in advance. Make sure everything is really good with the buyer before they come in and wander all over your house and touch everything. And the final thing is, be there when buyers are there, when the other agent is there, and then just sort of keep track of what they're touching. And on the way out, we're going to disinfect everything. Questions, comments, concerns, you can drop me a line. Thank you very much for stopping by. Take care.